I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, Netspin, Venmo, Stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparation, 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 check reparation.
Well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get everybody.
Blessed risings, good afternoon, or good evening. Depending on where in the world you are tapping in from, you got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show, and today we will be discussing Rudy Gobert suspended a game for punching teammate will miss Timberwolves versus Lakers play-in. We'll be discussing that and more when we return from these brief messages on this episode of the B1 Sports Network.
Music.
Oh, he got his own now,
Music
huh?
TV. Music TV.
Welcome back to the Keep It P podcast, where we take news, situations, and everyday occurrences, and we show how one could or could not be keeping it P. And today I am your host, TZ Von Savage, in the place to be. Sucker MCs. Self-hug, self-love, that is a beatbox and a b-boy stance. You may have thought that was corny, but what's even more corny is when we don't get on code. That's more corny. This is the Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert, and a teammate fighting. They'll have you think that that is a brother and that this was two brothers fighting. And it is not. It is Cheetah P and it is Rhino Jerky in the place to be. All over this. Smeared all over this. That what looks like a brother on the screen is a Guadalupean. His dad's from Guadalupe. His mom is from Paris. She's in Paris. Now, I guess she could be an African that was born in Paris. I'm saying no. There's no evidence of that. I've seen no evidence of that. Either way, you are tether. Or you are those model citizens. So you're either a model citizen or you're tether. That means I know black. Kyle Anderson, it's possible. Did some digging. Chinese, Jamaican. No mention of no black. No mention. No mention of no black. But they would have you believe that this is two brothers in a Royal Rumble. It is not. Because when it was Poole on Golden State and it was Draymond Green, Draymond didn't get just suspended for one game. Not one game at all. And he say he white. He say he white. But the boy dark is midnight though there, boy. So they said, nah, we ain't going for that. We did the show where he said he was white. Go look for it. We did it. Draymond says he's white. I did the show. Can't tell me. I'm gonna show you this what they're calling a fight. Maybe they shouldn't even call it a punch because neither one of them was ready to scrap. The one Kyle Anderson calling people batches. How you think you gonna call somebody a punk a ninja and think they ain't gonna take off? I don't care who it is. You know they all pretend to be black anyways. But see, in pretending that you're black, you would have known you can't talk like that. Them is fighting words, you poop butt, you square from Delaware. Look at how both of y'all even square up. You look like two squares. Look at your goofies. I'm about to run it for you right now. Hold on. IT, could you run the fair use? There it goes. All right, fair use. You do hear me. You see it. Algorithms in action. Fair use. 2 times. Not 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Just to make sure. Now here we go with this footage here. Boop. No audio. Watch these bombs. Here we go. Bam. Hold on, man. Let me run that back for y'all, man. You if you might have missed it. Boom. Woofing. He done called him a batch. There you go. What was that? Look, Cuz punched him. Like, what is you doing? That's what they calling a fight. He woofing. He ain't even ready. Look, you was doing all that woofing. See, FBA would have known all of that. Look, and then the dude on the right, which is Gobert. See number 5, that's Anderson. Look how he got his hand out and he woofing. Gobert ain't even ready to steal on him. See how that's how you know he not FBA at all, because how he's turned a little bit. I already would have been ready to duck to slide to the side to slip your punch and already tag you in your mouth. You talking all that reckless. Look, fam knew cuz. Look. Look, Tetherino sitting down with the drink in his hand. Look between them. If you look, he looks up and he already expecting the funk before he knew before Gobert was even gonna throw the punch, before Fam had even decided. He looking at Cuz motion. Watch his eyes. Watch his eyes. He looking down. Look at him. Look up at Cuz. Look, he was already on Cuz. The other folk didn't know what was going on. You busters. You busters. Sweet like mustard. What did we learn here today, boys and girls? I only showed this because all skin folk ain't kin folk. You got a lot of swirly and twirly, blended folks out here that are being portrayed and paparazzied and put out there as Negro, and they are not. They bloody or not. They talk like bloody. They bloody or not. They not FBA. It's not true, and they try to portray them like they are. That's it. That's all. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. Gonna leave you with 4 words, as we always do, and that's with a little bit of love. A little bit of love 'em and leave them. A little love, peace. Sometimes you need this peace to get this peace. Blessings. and Maloha. Do y'all see my aura? Big brother, light bright, supreme, almighty. Signing off.
Got PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Chime. Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, Netspin, Venmo, Stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparation. Check reparation.